This is Spinnaker3 here with an amazing Guardian showcase, and when I say amazing, I really mean it. It blew my mind away, and I'm going to be taking on the Summer of Pain Rogue. Now, I'm going to be explaining the techniques first so that you guys can hopefully learn from it, but if you want to see the fight, I totally understand. Just skip to the fight. It's in the timestamps below, so you can go directly to the fight. But without further ado, let me just get into why Guardian can actually work for this fight. So you know that there is Brawl on this node, which means that every 10 seconds, Rogue is going to gain a 5-second Unstoppable, which means that there's not going to be a lot of open windows for me to actually hit into her. Not to mention she has Invade and Kinetic Transference, so blocking is going to be problematic. So I really needed this solution to deal with this Unstoppable period, and I realized, what if I use Kinetic Transference to my advantage? And you'll see what I mean right here. Here's an example of getting around Rogue's special 1. Notice she throws the special 1, I dash in, and I perfect block the end right there. Now that was pretty fast, so I'll show it again in slow motion. So I bait out the special 1, I dash back to avoid her lifesteal, go in and then perfect block that last hit to simultaneously gain 10% of a bar of power and give her kinetic transference power back. And that's important because it can lead to this. I can start cheesing this by actually getting her to loop her special 1 over and over again, giving me power and waiting out her unstoppable period. I'll show it one more time just because it's fun, but you notice that I do a light attack after every single special. This makes Rogue a little more aggressive so that she doesn't back me up. Now, before I go any further, I just want to address that there are a few caveats here. The special 1 window to actually get the perfect block is very, very narrow. Dash in too early, and the lingering lifesteal hitbox will get you. Dash in too late, and well, you dash in too late and get hit. That's why I want to cover the perfect block timing one more time just so you guys all are aware of it. So for Rogue's special 1, she's going to throw it, you dash back. Once she throws her arm out, immediately dash in after that, and then go for a block, and you'll get the perfect block and gain the power. It's also important to know the special 2 timing, so I'll show that, which is you dash back once and then block the last hit. So in slow motion, I'll show that again. When she throws the special 2, you want to dash to dex out of the first 2 hits, like so, and then perfect block the last one. Very simple. The last technique has to do with how quick Guardian's light attack is. If you spam light attack at the beginning of the fight, that should be an easy opening like 90% of the time. And if you hit into the block, immediately dash back and throw a light, you can get an easy light intercept. And I'll show the light intercept one more time. So you hit into the block a couple of times, and as soon as you dash back, you need to immediately spam the light attack button, and his light attack is quick enough to reach. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering how this would look in an actual fight, and so here we are at the Summer of Pain Rogue for a full run. And unfortunately, this would not a solo. I truly wish I could show you guys a solo right here, but it's going to be around 90% of Rogues held down in one shot, which if I had the recoil tree masteries, if I had more stuff like that, could have easily been a solo. But you notice I'm using that perfect block strategy with the light attack followed up to make Rogue play a little more aggressive. And I'm backing away as soon as the unstoppable triggers because I want to start getting her into those special loop cycles that I talked about earlier. Here, I'm able to retaliate right after the unstoppable ends. It's only about 5 seconds of non unstoppable window timing that I actually get. So it's a pretty tight window, if you ask me. And the perfect block on specials is really helping me gain power because getting to a special 3 is one of the hardest parts of this fight. Rogue has aggressive, and so she backs you into the corner super easily. And with invade, that can just be a recipe for disaster. So having an easy way of getting to my special 3 quickly in the fight is crucial. So the power gain that I'm getting from that perfect block is just so valuable to have. So you notice here, I get it again. I do that light attack so that she's aggressive. And the other thing that that light attack does is it makes sure she doesn't back me into a corner. You notice I got hit a couple of times, which was definitely unfortunate. Luckily, the nice thing about Guardian in this fight as well is he is incredibly tanky. That armor up buff gives him a lot of armor rating, obviously, but it also gives him crit resistance, or sorry, crit damage reduction with his awakened ability. And my Guardian is max Sig, so that should hopefully mitigate some of the damage in this fight. That being said, you really don't need a max Sig Guardian. In fact, your Guardian doesn't even need to be awakened to do the kinds of things that I'm showing right here. Like the special one perfect block that I do every single time right here to gain power and give her a special loop so that her unstoppable timer can quickly reset. That is all on the base of Guardian's abilities. So you notice there I spam the block to try and get my special 3 off. I'm trying to throw my special 3 as soon as possible. That way I don't get backed into the corner, because as soon as you get backed into the corner, that's when the mistakes start coming. So this is the second special 3 I've thrown, and just as a spoiler alert, my goal is to get 4 special 3s off and then throw my special 2. And that's where all the difficulty of this fight lies, because it is really difficult to get to a special 3 that many times when you only have windows of 5 seconds to attack Rogue. That's why you notice I do that light attack, because it does help me gain power. Sometimes I do eat a hit from Rogue, which definitely helps me gain power. And unfortunately, like happens right here, I will get backed into the corner. It is inevitable. So I have to be able to get my corner dexes properly and be able to wait out the unstoppable period while in the corner to get to my special 3. So my hope throughout this fight is that I will only get into the corner when I'm close to my special 3. That's way I don't have to worry about anything else going wrong. So this is the third special 3 that I'm throwing, putting me at above 20 force field charges, which is nice, but it's still not enough. I know this special 2 will definitely not finish Rogue. I'm hoping that a special 2 with 4 after 4 special 3s will finish her off. And so once again, like I told you about that special 1 loop, it is just so fun to watch just like that. It's like clockwork. But you notice that here I do miss the timing to get the perfect block on the special 2. And my personal recommendation, if you miss the timing, don't try to go for the perfect block, because you'll end up eating a lot more block damage than you would like. Here, you notice accidental blocks that I do in this fight have brought me down to around 30%. Like, I haven't been hit that much in order to get down that low. That is just all from block damage. Here's a pro tip on this fight. It is better to take a hit to the face than a hit to the block. That's just how the invade node works. So right here again, I want to get to my special 2. You notice I hit my my 4 special 3s, so I just need to get to my special 2. But that's also going to be very tricky, because I want to throw my special 2 when the unstoppable is down. You might be thinking that's weird. Like, shouldn't invade help boost your damage? Yes, but at the same time, I cannot crit through block with Guardian. So I would rather get the damage to go on Rogue with the potential for a crit than to have her block some of the hits, and then that will just be problematic. Also, the big special 2 damage is only if the first hit lands, so I need to hit it against her. So you notice right here, she's almost at the unstoppable timer. I'm not going to throw my special 2. So I'm getting very close to a special 3. I'm debating, should I just go for another special 3 rotation? Here I get backed up. I throw my special 2, and she goes to 10%, and then I thought I had the fight in the bag, and then she just taps me, and that's it. Now, while that was an unfortunate way for the fight to end, I do want to just debrief about what just happened. First of all, this video was never intended to be a Guardian solo of Rogue. It was mainly just a showcase of how useful Guardian's abilities can be against Rogue. And getting 90% down in one go is still quite a feat. I mean, not a lot of champions can boast about doing that, and Guardian can. So I do think Guardian is an option for this fight. I mean, I would feel much more comfortable using the likes of She-Hulk or Dragon Man or a slow champion, but a lot of people are struggling on this fight, and I do think that any option, even if they have to be a reach, can help, especially considering that this fight can just be redone multiple times in a very quick succession. So with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you were able to learn something from it. And if you enjoyed it, please let me know by leaving a like or commenting on how you took down the Summer of Pain Rogue, and I'll catch you later.